on the verge of success. Soon, peace and order will be restored throughout the galaxy. Even now, our capable forces, led by Darth Vader, are striking back at the rebel insurgents.
The rebels are unprepared for our attack. Signal Vice Admiral Thrawn to launch his TIE squadrons immediately.
This rebel stronghold has no hope of escape. Commence the attack.
Yes, sir. We are here to honor one who has served the Empire.
Report on our recent attacks.
Admiral Zarin, we have destroyed all the Cedar Fleet Systems factories located in the Omar system.
Excellent. The Empire has lost most of its capability to manufacture the TIE Advanced Starfighters. We will continue our destruction of the Emperor's military-industrial centers. Soon he will have nothing but his pitiful force to rely on. Commander Ravine, order our forces to the Outer Rim. From there we will launch new attacks against the Emperor. Yes, sir, Admiral Zarin. You are now the Emperor's hand.
We are ready to start the demonstration.
Proceed.
A Corellian Corvette has been modified to house an experimental cloaking device. This test will confirm our ability to cloak a small starship or freighter with a much lower power consumption than ever before. Ultimately, we hope to adapt this mechanism for use on an Imperial starfighter.
Very impressive. How close are you to perfecting this device?
Unfortunately, some technical problems remain. There is a mysterious and possibly catastrophic instability that is caused by using this device in conjunction with hyperdrive engines.
Interesting. Keep me informed on your progress. I may have a use for this device very soon.
Good evening, everyone. And by everyone, the currently 5 or 6 people looking at this stream. Good evening, anyway. Put this over here. Hello, Archetype Saber. Alright, I'm going to be continuing with Battle 11 Mission 5, which I was doing in the last live stream. I've been thinking about this one. Oh, knocked my microphone. I've been thinking about this one a little bit since I last did some work on it. And I've decided I'm probably going to change what I'm going to do with this a bit. Initially, this was just going to be simple capture, strike and capture kind of mission. But now I've decided I want to actually make this a bit more interesting. Last time I got the ships, I spent a lot of time just making these ships hyperspace out at a nice certain time. We don't really want the player to do too much to these. Maybe inspect them. Still haven't really decided on that. Also, the plan was you were going to engage some captured missile boats. I've also decided against that this time. However, the missile boats are there, but I've decided, well, you're just going to get a glimpse of them. I think instead I'm going to use them a bit further ahead. Well, basically the end of Battle 11, I think I'm going to use them, which is going to be the big set-piece battle between Thrawn and Zarin, which I am probably not going to live stream, because I want that to be, I don't want to spoil too much for that, basically. Oh, by the way, spoilers for Reimagined coming up, obviously, so if you don't want to know what's going to happen with Reimagined, feel free to promptly disappear. But anyway, hello and welcome. I hope you're all having a fine Friday evening. I have my rum and coke with me, so this may devolve into farcical nonsense, but let's see. I've already had half a glass. Right, so I already gave these guys, these missile boats, a copy order. I basically copied these flight groups and made them missile boats. And they'll be doing the same thing. They will dock with the research craft here. And then everyone will bugger off here. I also need to do the same for this dreadnought, because I've decided what we're going to see here is a mass evacuation of these facilities, a token defense force that will engage you, and then we're going to capture. We'll do our best to capture stuff, and then things will go wrong for our side. It's a bit wrong. I think this will spice things up a bit. So that's what I am planning to do. In fact, to make my life easier, I'm going to delete the dreadnought and copy behavior, because I don't want to have to mess around with waypoints too much if I don't have to. It's this one, isn't it? No, that's comm relay. That's a comm relay. I need to start naming these ships. I will give them proper names at a later time. I tend to name things later. Naming is not too important for me unless I'm trying to keep track of specific assets, like, say, the Stalwart, the Grey Wolf, the Glory, and stuff like that, or other ships in the fleet. I even have an Excel spreadsheet of assets that either side has and when they are going to lose those assets, so I don't accidentally use the same ship later in a mission when it should have been destroyed, or at least I'm cognizant of the fact that that ship is destroyed. So copy that, and we'll make it a dreadnought. Although earlier I just used the dreadnought as this is a ship we're going to engage. Now I feel like it should be something a bit beefier, considering what's actually going on here. I think instead I'll make it a Victory 2 destroyer. I can't actually remember at this point, speaking of that document. By the way, feel free to ask questions, chat to me, or whatever you like, and I will answer your questions as best I can. Oh god, I can't remember where I put it now. Is it 7th Fleet? Yeah. I don't actually know where the Zarin control ships are. I think we'll put this as the Warrior for now, because the Warrior is one of their ships. I don't think it's been destroyed yet at this point. And we need to, of course, move it. Let's hide this. And unhide. So we wanted it to do this, didn't we? I think also we'll put everything at a slightly higher plane. Just want to hide everything quickly so I can make this easier. All right. Good. Alright, now I want to start dotting some ships around that are going to be our immediate foes. Where are you? Oh, you're all over here, okay. Let's move the TIE Advance for a moment because we're not going to need them just yet. What are we going to do? We're going to name these Alpha. Here's me saying I don't really bother with naming, but sometimes it's useful so I can keep track of what we're engaging. I'm just going to call these guys Gamma. Okay, you already got global unit numbering, so if I'm thinking about this correctly, we'll start at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's start at 3, 4. You will be 5. You will be 6. You will be 7. And I want to engage a lot of waypoints here. We have wage orders, don't we? I need to do wait orders, don't I? Dagger 1 must have arrived. Okay, so we need to copy this order to here, and we'll copy this order to here, copy that order to there. Great. So we don't need to give these guys waypoints in order 1, but we do with order 2. Also, they do need wait orders as well, so I'll copy that. And we'll do this as well. But rather than go home, we're going to do attack targets. And also, rather than wait, we're going to do circle. So let's give them a bunch of waypoints. Excellent. Vic formation is fine for now. We're basically having 2 squadrons of fighters going to engage us initially, but they shouldn't present too much of an issue. We still also got the gun platforms as well. There we go. Right. Order 2. Have to restart the map. Four, 5, 6. Order 2. Oh yeah, it's order 1. What am I doing? Idiot. Idiot. Hide these black because backdrops are annoying. So we'll start with alpha. And really, I only want to do it with the 1 ship so far. So let's get your waypoints all out of the way. Alright, we'll hide you guys for now. Well, not all of you. We need that one back. Alright, now... Yeah, we need to raise your waypoints up a bit. Turn the wireframes on. Let's put you... No, that's fine, that's fine. As long as I don't make them crash into any of the structures, they should be fine. Okay. Now we just give them a patrol path. Alright. And then what I'm going to do is copy that for order 2, just so when there is no attack orders, by default they should start just circling those specific waypoints. And then I'm going to copy that for the other ones, so I can then start moving them about as I need. So we're going to hide that. Hide that. Let's fade the rest of these. I wish I could rotate. If I could just rotate the entire section here, that'd be nice and easy, but no, I have to just adjust every waypoint initially. But it is generally easier to do it this way. That way it gives it the feeling that there's more a more dynamic series of patrol points going on. You're above the platform, so it won't matter if you fly over the platform, I think. This one done. I think what we can do for you is just simply put you on a earlier path or later path. Doesn't really matter. So that's the TIE Fighter group done. Awesome. Now for the interceptors. There's one done. I think for these last two we'll give them opposite directional waypoints. So we'll go this way. Okay, and then one more. It's a bit tedious, this kind of work, but it's got to be done. Where was this one? So you're going this way. All right, let's put you here. Alrighty then. So we've got a nice patrol path of 2 squadrons of TIEs here. Good. Alright. So number of loops, well that should be infinite, so 255, that's 0. Attack targets IFF Imperial, and I'm probably gonna limit some of this. So let's say these guys, IFF Imperial and Craft when non-player, because we don't want 24 fighters all attacking the player at once, should the player decide to arrive quickly. Veteran, I think that's fine. Might increase their spacing a little. And I think I want to change the jump to condition a little. I really wish there was a timer on the jump to condition, like jump to this condition when this happens, but only 10 seconds after this happens. It's something that's missing that annoys me, but you know, I make do with what I've got. Alright. Considering I only have like 3 viewers right now, 2 viewers, well, this isn't going well, is it? Well, I'll just talk to myself for the rest of the evening then. Alright, I'm gonna quickly test this then, I guess. Although I really need some friends. That's fine. Let's just test it and see how it goes. Oh, okay, that's not actually going to work because their trigger condition is that I have to arrive in the region. I'm already in the region, so they're not actually going to do anything. I can at least see that they're patrolling as they should, though, which is nice and all. So I guess we need to actually set up the fact that we are coming from another region. So let's put you to region 1. those 6 wingmen. We are going to have additional fighters with us as well. And of course they are not going to be players, so AI, put them as top ace for now. No beam. Let's hide everything here for now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on a second. Type bombers? No thank you. TIE advanced. That'll do for now. We were on the same plane. No, good enough. Alright. That's the wrong window. Okay. Orders. Hyper to region 2? Yes, 2. Oh god, I suddenly can't remember if this is... Now I have to double check. Use this as an example. Yeah. Region 2. Just displaying the wrong name, that's all. Oh, now it's displaying... Oh, whatever. Okay, hyper to region 2. Good. Now we need some hyper buoys. Hyper buoy wizard. I'm not sure about return pay just yet, but we won't generate them anyway. So generate, close. Now, let's see. Oh yes, I need to make this work. Good evening, Revenant. Finally, someone's talking to me. Been half an hour and barely... Well, there's been no one. So, nice to finally have someone here. I think he only said start point 1's required, so that's fine. Okay. Restart the map. Because apparently I have to restart the map when I add new flight groups. Well, it's glad to hear that someone thinks I'm a great streamer, but I think most of the internet would disagree with you. Oh my god, bloody wireframes. This is the annoying thing about this. If I turn wireframes on, it's so laggy. But this is actually necessary for me to determine actual size and relative position because it loads the actual model wireframe, which is probably why it's so laggy. But luckily I could just turn it off. Now, that was a feature I requested from the developer, to turn wireframes on and off, because before I had to go to tools and preference options and then wireframe and then turn it off, and that was just a big faff. So it's like, yeah, can we just add this little text box here? And he did, which was lovely. So Where's my... Let's get rid of this. Alright. There we go. Okay, so here's our hyperbuoys. Yes, I mean, Allied did this to a degree, but it doesn't directly read the model OPTs, and so it's basically just using the stock wireframe models, and obviously that doesn't help for new ships because it doesn't know what to do with them. And obviously most of the models have been upgraded at some point with different OPTs, which have some different size variances to them, so it was only somewhat useful. Kind of had to go in game to really make sure. But I tell you what, that was... YogMe was so useful for when I redid Battle for Mission 2, because I placed all those fighters in the hangar. YogMe was absolutely invaluable to do that properly, and I'll show you. So this is the mission I redid. This is the cargo facility attack. So what I did is apparently, oh yeah, wireframes on. Hide the facility, or rather hide it, fade it, so the color doesn't overwhelm everything. And now I can precisely put the ships where they need to be. The model also gives us a kind of general idea of where everything should be model-wise. If I go to, so there you can see there's the hangar point, and you can see that they're literally just sitting on the floor. And yeah, that was absolutely bad. I could not have done this in, well, I could have done it in Allied. It would have just taken a lot longer to do because I'd have to go in game to test everything. So yeah, this was really valuable to make the mission work how I wanted to. So yeah, that's just an example of why this is good. So anyway, back to what I'm doing. Alright, that's done. Now I need to have an exit point. And we wanted to do this quite far out, didn't we? Alright. And this has not yet updated. So YogMe actually fixed the hyperspace stuff, but it's still a bit bugged, and I can't remember how to fix this yet. Region 1, okay. Region 2, yes. Do I need to then restart it? This might be where I have to actually back into Allied to double check what's going on here. Whoa. I didn't say close the mission. Although I might have to, yeah, let's double check this. Let's relaunch. Region 2. No. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's why. That's why. Idiot. Wrong region order. There we go. This region you're actually going to be, well, let's just say you're attacking targets for now. I'll leave it at that. So now it should restart the map and make it work. There we go. That's better. Though you shouldn't be up there. But hey, at least the player's going in the right direction. Okay. Why are you all the way up here? Order 1. That's why you're all the way up there, because you were on the wrong order to begin with, and now you're all buggering off up that direction. Okay. Right. Fine. I think I can fix that, though. So that was order 2? No? No. Region 2. There we go. That's correct. That's okay. No, okay. Oh, fine. I have to redo that then. Okay. Okay, that should do it. Now if I go back to region 2, they should now be or not. I might have to reload the map. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. I can now see their exit vectors, and they are in the right path. Okay, good, 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 good. Next question. I guess they're all pointing towards... Are they all pointing that way? Yes, it's probably a bug with YogMe that I have to reset the map or restart the map to update the position. Like I said, this isn't quite working 100% yet. I'm glad it is, because I don't have to switch to Allied in order to check their exit vectors, which is nice. So it's a plus point, but it's still not 100% yet. I've already relayed some feedback to the developer of YogMe, so... Okay. So, attack targets. We want to give a global group rather than individual flight group orders, I think. So, what do we got here? I think we'll give these guys global group 3. Give these guys global group 4. Global group 5. Global group 6. Region to attack targets. Global group. Don't need the player for this. And what we'll do is we'll split the attack orders, primary attack orders. And then the secondaries can be the other way round. So we'll engage the fighters first, then global group will engage the platforms. The platforms are going to be a problem though, which is intentional, but they're gonna murder the TIE Advanced because they're so rapid fire. Well, let's just see what happens. I am thinking maybe a squadron of gunboats to help with this, but first I want to see just what happens. So let's see, let's test this out. Let's see what happens. Well, this is going to just be a strike. My thought is that you send in a strike team to clear out defences, then another wave of transports or support ships come in to capture the facilities. That then proceeds, and then shit hits the fan. But right now I'm just testing behaviours rather than game balance. So we should be starting over at Iriadu. Okay, good. We've got our TIE advanced. They're hyperspacing away. Good. I'm in a TIE Defender still when I should be in a TIE Advanced, never mind, fix that later. Alright, let's see. You are doing fuck all. And you're waiting, so the condition orders are not working. Why not? Let's fix that first. Right, okay. They are working just in a different way. And 100% of Dagger 1 must have arrived in Region 2 and... that's why that's not working, and... That should be an or, not an and. Okay. Okay. We are a TIE Advanced, but we need to back completely out of here for that to update, I think. Yes. Though I could be wrong. Sometimes I get the and or conditions a little muddled. So it could be that I've just completely screwed that up. But they weren't obeying the trigger condition, so I'm going to test this to see if it does. Because I guess in theory, if it's and always true, then there is technically no other condition. Yeah. So I might have screwed that up. Let's see. Could be the alcohol. Hello, Jason. I am working on Battle 11 Mission 5. I should really stop pressing the map button. There we go. Right, let's see what's happening. And they're doing bugger all. Okay, well, let's just see. Okay. Everyone is ignoring their jump to condition, and I don't know why. The fun of mission editing. I'm going to put this back to and. I'm pretty sure actually, yes, that should be an and, not an or. Order to, region 2. Jump to. That all looks right. Actually, this may not work. They may default back to their orders if they cannot, because a lot of these have a condition to not attack the player craft, and if there are no other player craft when the player arrives, they'll go back to their first order, which is to circle endlessly. So that might explain that one. So you should, I think, at least be global group 1, and we'll change the condition to 100% of global group 1 must have arrived in, just shift this about a bit, region 2 in order to shift to that order. Okay, that's good. But why aren't you going? This was working last time, so why aren't you working this time? Oh, no, that's not necessary. Okay. I am very confused. Well, let's see if the fighters at least engage us now. Well, according to participants, only Revan and Jason are here. It's a lonely evening. Well, it is a Friday evening. I suppose people are actually doing, you know, social things. You're too kind. All right. %, have arrived. Still not doing anything. Going to do my head in. I hope you at least, yeah, you're at least attacking. That's good. Yeah. Let's restart the game, just in case. But something is not right here. This was working for the only thing I've done since this is actually just switch their order stuff around, and now it's not working. Jason, are you at work then in the US, or working remotely, or just a day off? Which one do you mean, Revan? See, my issue here is when I last did this, I was doing this mission last stream, and these 7 ships were jumping out fine. Fair enough. Yeah, I do not see why this is not working. But as I was copy pasting orders around, it could be that that's the issue here, and I need to actually just redo the whole thing as it were. So let's do this. 100% of flight group must complete mission, and 100% of flight group must complete mission. Yeah, so you wait. When those 2 complete mission, i.e. they dock, you jump to order to go home, which means jump into hyperspace. That's all correct. So let's see if that at least worked. Oh yeah, I need to restart the game. Yeah, so in Allied, if you copy flight groups, copy-paste flight groups, there's this bug which was present in, I want to say 1.1, which was fixed in 1.2, where the AI has a value of -1 in the exe file, which means it has the most basic AI assigned, regardless of what the copy-pasted AI was. So if you copy-pasted an AI that was top ace, that -1 value would mean it had basic AI, I think. Yeah. Or was it the other way around? Something like that. The AI was bugged, but you basically had to go around and manually select a different AI, then select the AI you wanted to get the effect. So YogMe shouldn't have that problem, but that was an issue in Allied. I will be back in just a minute, so 60 seconds, be right back. And I'm back. Had to get a drink refill. Okay, they're docking. They're docking. Oh, fuck my life. Let's test something else. Let's start us in region 2, because that's the only other variable that's changed since this was working. What am I drinking? I am drinking rum and coke. That is my normal go-to drink. Quite a lot of rum, so it's about a third of rum and the rest is coke. When I say coke, I mean Pepsi Max. So basically, in about 3 drinks, I tend to be wasted. See, I'm a late drinker. By that I mean I didn't get drunk until I was, what, 23? 24? Because I can't stand the taste of alcohol on beer or wine for the most part. Certainly with beer. I don't do beer at all. Ciders are fine. I don't like red wine. White wine is tolerable. But it was vodka and orange was the first kind of harder liquor that I did, which is fine. Then I went to whiskey and coke, and then finally rum and coke, and particularly spiced rum. That for me is the smoothest and least alcoholic version that I like. Oh my god, you're not even doing anything this time. Oh, I wonder if that's why. Okay. See, I've never been a fan of cherry coke. I've got to be honest. It's not bad, but I'm just not a big fan of it. I got stoned before I ever got drunk, and I much prefer being stoned to being drunk as far as vices go. Yeah. As far as alcohol goes, I do it maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. It's not something I do very often. But when I do, I like a nice smooth spiced rum with lots of coke. Or lots of rum and coke. Take your pick. So... is the weight order being a problem here? I don't see why. Because here's an interesting thing. They at least jump to their condition. I arrive in the region, they go and dock. That's fine, that works. Let's put this here, let's put this here. My wife likes gin and tonic, which I cannot stand. Gin, ugh. Horrible stuff. Okay. All right. So, why does that trigger work when I'm already in the region, but it doesn't when I jump into the region? Oh, that's a headache. Yeah, but I don't know. My head hurts from trying to figure this out sometimes. Alright. Let's test something here. If copy pasting is the problem, we need to try and verify this. So we're gonna blank the orders. I'm going to keep this condition as it is for now, because the condition does work. I think it's actually possibly the orders here. We'll see. And I know the wait order has issues. That still doesn't explain why the fighters aren't. Excuse me. It still doesn't explain why the fighters aren't attacking. I'll address that problem later. First order of business is try and get this working. So let's, rather than waiting, we'll do a circle, but 0. And we'll just say standing by. These guys or not apparently. Hang on. What the hell? The hell? Region 2, Order 1. Region 2, Order... Where's your waypoint? Am I mad? According to the map, there are waypoints here. According to the waypoints, there are no waypoints. Region 2, Order 1. There should be a waypoint ticked here. And there's nothing. I am so confused. Alright, I'm going to look at this in Allied. Let's see what Allied says about this. Jason, not too often. In fact, with YogMe's recent update, that should actually make it easier, because Allied shows to some degree the entry vector, but it's all on the same line, which is what can kind of cause those collisions, whereas YogMe has had a recent update which shows the exit vector rather than the entry line, so I can actually angle it better this time, so the player should have minimal to no collision attempts. Region 2, right. Warrior, where is Warrior? Okay. Yep, you have a waypoint. Waypoint 1. That's there. At Region 2, wait 1. Good. Wait 1. Fly home. Jump. That all looks good. Yeah, okay, so that in Allied, the waypoint is enabled. In YogMe, the waypoint is not enabled. So, I think I found a bug here. I'm not sure how to explain this bug, but there is a bug here. What I'm going to do is actually screenshot this, because this needs to be documented. It must have something to do with the copy pasting. It's the only thing I can think that's the linking factor here. So let's take the Warrior waypoint. I'm gonna I need to do all of this, I think. So orders, waypoint 1, wait 1. There's a slight discrepancy in, but that doesn't matter. All we need here is waypoint 1. That did not save to the desktop. I want that to save to the desktop. I'll say that. And then here, let's do selected only, warrior. We can clearly see the warrior has, apparently not anymore. Oh wait, yeah, because I need to select it because I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, all good, all good. Alright, warrior. Let's get his waypoint up. Region 2, Order 1. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to send that to the developer to investigate why am I getting this discrepancy. Because you can even see there's the line. That indicates that there is an actual waypoint with coordinates. But this is blank. And I think this is the problem here, or at least part of the problem what I'm having. So what do? We obviously restart the program and see what happens. Alright, waypoint, region 2, order 1, there's our waypoints, great, that's good. What does this say though? There you see, it's now showing the waypoints. So it's either a visual, it's probably a visual bug of some kind, but yeah. Very, very strange. That doesn't necessarily explain why it's not quite working in game. But hey, we found a bug. Bugs are fun, except when they're not. So let's put you back to region 1. Save. Yay! There we go. They're finally working. All right, cool. All right, that at least is sorted. Now I have to determine why the bloody fighters aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Again, this could be a case of copy pasting. Let's save this quickly. If I do that, other waypoint's gone. Fuck. They are. Alright. No. Do not want to save because that's just a pain in the ass to redo the waypoints. So let's redo the orders. 100% of Global Group 1 must have arrived in Region 2. So this is all Global Group. Oh. That might be a reason why. Okay, so the Stalwart and the Ludwig are classed as Global Group 1. They don't arrive in Region 2, so that could be a good reason why the fighters are not working as intended. That could be a completely separate thing. Let's hope I'm right. And then I can slap myself for being an idiot. Well, it was a nice thought, but apparently they are not doing what I want. But hey, at least the ships leave. Let's just go through and make sure there's no other Global Group 1 assigned. So there's all the Global Group 1s. Okay, good. Region 2 circle. There's nothing in Region 1. Good. Circle, 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 circle. Let's change this one to Dagger 1. I want to see if at least one of them try to engage us. So, Revenant, do you have a favourite Reimagined mission? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, fine. That's all it is. Oh my god, I'm such a fucking idiot. I think this is why this is not working. Alright, okay. Make that IFF Imperial. Oh, if this is it, oh my god, the amount of time I've wasted trying to figure this out, and it's just this. So the one to capture Kharkov. Okay, interesting. Why? Just out of curiosity. And what did you miss? So this is something else I'm probably going to bring up. So I gave orders to attack IFF Imperial, but it's on Order 1, Circle. Order 2 had no targets. If there are no targets, it defaults back to... So this is a quirk in the engine. If you give it a jump to condition, and it finishes that condition, what it does is it jumps back to Order 1. So Order 1 is to Circle. I had attack targets but no actual targets, and so it jumped to Order 2 and then jumped straight back to Order 1 because it had no targets to engage. That's what I think has happened, and that's what we're going to test now. But yeah, what makes Battle 5 Mission 4 your favourite? Fair enough. I think I've already explained in my Let's Play of that mission the intricacies of that whole segment. I assume you've probably watched that. Okay, there is a change in behaviour. This is good. But they are destroying the gun platforms. And I think I know why. Okay. But at least I think we discovered that my idiocy has caused this issue. Yeah. And... Wait. And non-player IFF Imperial, yes. Are the gun platforms Imperial? Yes, they are. That's why. Okay, yeah. So you should be Zarin, not Imperial. Yes, and you should be... In fact, let's just do this, just to be on the safe side. Everyone should be on this side of Zarin. Okay. Yeah, Battle 7 Mission 1, it's a favourite of mine personally from a design perspective, because that was really complex to design, because it's essentially 3 missions in one, and there are 4 stages to that mission, which I've gone over in a separate video. But yes, the length I was consciously aware of, and that's a 20-minute mission, which is a long mission, and if you die at the end of that mission, yeah, I understand that that's a fucking pain to go back and replay. And it would be very nice if there was like a checkpoint save. You know, if I could say, okay, you saved the Harpax, midpoint save, and then you can just reload that save, or at least I could define where a midpoint save happens, so you could just go back and not have to replay the entire mission. That is just, you know, the era it came from as far as this engine goes. We don't have quick save points. I wish that was a thing. I don't expect it to ever be a thing, but yeah, I understand that. So Battle 7 Mission 1 is the only mission so far where it's a 20-minute mission, and it's obviously not something I want to do on a regular basis, but the very largest battles in Reimagined are obviously going to take a longer time to accomplish, but it's a once in a while sort of thing. Alright, let's see what everyone's doing. Are they attacking each other? They're attacking each other. I don't know why that's so funny, but it is. Okay, what did I do wrong? I don't understand. Yeah, quite clearly. Okay, that should be an and. That's one problem. Attack IFF Imperial ore. That's fine. I think this is a problem. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to, yeah, this is a problem. If I click order 2, I go to the next flight group, it defaults back to order 1. That's annoying. I need it to stay on order 2 because this kind of mistake is very, very easy to make. So that's another quality of life improvement I need to suggest. So I think it's this one. No, this one. And because the condition here is Imperials or craft when non-player craft. So basically they're going to attack anything that is non-player regardless of IFF. That should be an and condition. That's why that doesn't work. Okay, one more try. Jason, yes, I have considered that. In fact, D34 was one of the things that actually kind of popped up in my head as a kind of return visit to go back to. I haven't found a way to justify that excuse yet. But, yes, revisiting previous locations is something I kind of like to do. I guess I kind of... Battle 6 Mission 4 Reimagined, we established the Omar system, but that's not going back to so much as establishing that this is a location where the TIE Advanced is being produced. Foreshadowing. I really like foreshadowing events. And I'm doing a lot of this in the future Reimagined campaign where we'll see hints of things that's going to happen. So this, in fact, this very mission is a great example of foreshadowing of what we're going to encounter later on in the campaigns, because this, you know, it depends on the player, but if you're an eagle-eyed player, you'll notice that there are TIE experimentals, and if you've played the X-Wing Alliance campaigns, you know what the TIE experimentals are, you know what this research ship is, and the escort transports associated with it, but it's a fairly fleeting view, because they're docking and then they fuck off. And then we won't see them again for at least 2 battles, well, basically Battle 13, but it's a foreshadowing to what we will eventually face full on, and I love that sort of stuff. And yes, the missile boats as well. As I said at the start of this stream, my initial intention for this mission was to have the have the player engage missile boats. And then between the last stream, and there we go, look, finally, we're being engaged. And they're not attacking their own craft. Anyway, yes, the intention was to have missile boats engage you. But I decided, no, this when we come here, this is a base location we learned because the previous mission we're actually capturing an ISD, and this is how we learn of this location. But Zarin is already aware that this location is compromised, so evacuates the base before we get there, or as we're getting there, and doesn't want to risk the missile boats, because those captured missile boats, he doesn't know how to reproduce them, so he doesn't want to just waste them straight away. He has a particular goal in mind, and now I'm thinking, okay, we're going to use the missile boats in a very specific mission. That's going to be the very end of Battle 11, which will be a huge set piece battle, and that's where we'll fight enemy missile boats. So again, yes, foreshadowing as far as missile boats go. But anyway, I'm just going to refly that because I was too busy talking. But yes, it looks like finally, after an hour of fucking about, because, you know, I've had a fair bit of rum now and I'm a little bit drunk. I tell you what, drunken mission editing is fun as hell. But prone to mistakes. Who would have thunk? Yes, NL1 could be a transfer point. I guess I have no real reference point for where NL1 is versus where Endor is. I guess I could look at the Star Wars Galaxy map for such a reference point. Just trying to think where else we could revisit. Sky Strike Academy is another reference point, since I retroactively introduced that mission in 1.3. I don't see any logical reason for us to revisit the Seepin system or Mylock system. I guess okay, let me take that back. Seepin system, no. That's a done storyline. I see really no reason storyline-wise to go back to that mission. Mylock, maybe, if Thrawn wants to go back and for himself make sure he has the technology to reproduce TIE Advanced, TIE Defenders and so forth, then yes, I can possibly see a logical reason to go back to them, but still that's a bit of a stretch. As far as I'm concerned, Battle 2 and Battle 4, those are kind of concluded campaigns. I don't really see a reason to justify going back to them too much. Battle 1, you know, D34, I can kind of see a reason, and NL1 maybe. I mean, yeah, I have to think about it basically. Alright, let's start engaging some things here. See how well I do fighting enemy fighters here. Right, so we're finally, after, what is this stream going on for? An hour and a half now. Finally having some actual combat after fucking around. You're attacking... okay. Notice these fighters are actually attacking the hyperbuoy, which is a bug. Okay, fine. Alright, but let's destroy them anyway. And... cool. We can see the defense platforms are engaging. Dagger 5, Dagger 3 and Dagger 2 have been destroyed. This is the problem I mentioned earlier with the defense platforms. Haven't actually... Well, I have given myself those. There we go. Easy game. Okay, defense platforms. All shields full. Oh my god, that is insane. That is absolutely insane. Okay. You know, I think I'm going to have to rebalance the gun platforms. That is absolutely insane. And when I say I mean someone else in the team who's actually better at rebalancing weapons. Anyway, comments. VO for attacking friendly craft, yes. This is using the default, I think that's Devers. Go away, Allied. So we want YogMe, globals. No teams. No mission 2. Where is it? There we go. Devers. So this is slot 6. Slot 6 is our Imperial droid that we have for you have attacked a friendly craft. That sort of thing. So attack Imperials when non-player craft, attack non-player craft. I think I'm probably going to have to change these attack orders to basically be global groups rather than, and then that way, and order 2. I don't want to make that mistake again. Are you still... Global group. Okay, that way they will not attack the hyper buoys. They will in fact just target that specific global group. That's good. So yeah, the gun platforms, I'm going to have to talk to B-Man about nerfing those because... So here's the problem. Where the gun platforms have basically anti-starfighter lasers, which are fucking lethal, but they're not lethal if they're on novice or officer AI. If they're on novice or officer AI, they're actually quite easy to handle. But here's the other problem. If you, let's say we set this to officer, on normal AI, it's fine. If you set this to hard difficulty, what hard difficulty does is it ups the AI by 1 point for enemy AI. So suddenly they're on veteran and they become absolutely lethal killing platforms. And it's such a massive swing from easily handled to, oh my god, I'm dead. It's really annoying. So it might be... Yeah, we're going to have to look at that. The only other option is that I set them to basically novice. Then even if it's on hard AI, the best it goes through is officer, and it's still easy to handle. This is a problem we face with the assault transports, for example. I think Battle 2, Mission 2 is a good example of this, where you have the DMOC platform is under attack by several Ripperbless assault transports, but if you played on in the early versions, if you played on hard difficulty, what would happen is they suddenly become extremely lethal, and it makes it very difficult to complete. So I'll just bring this up quickly. So yeah. So the ultimate solution for that, at least at this point in time, was on... I don't know where it is in this one. So craft... Okay. AI skill officer. Craft appears in difficulty less than hard. Okay? So on normal and easy difficulties, the AI skill is fine. But then this won't appear on hard difficulty. Instead, this will appear on hard difficulty, and the AI skill is novice, which will actually be officer, and that's how I got around that particular problem. So yeah, one of the many, many quirks of the engine. So what I can do is actually give the gun platforms anti-capital weapons, which are much easier to evade. But yeah, there's no real in between. A big issue is that we're very limited in the number of weapon slots that the game engine has. I think I can actually bring this up. So these are the weapon slots that the game has. We at this point in time, we cannot add more weapons. I have asked about this and I can't remember the answer, but let's suffice it to say it's not a simple task to just add new slots. We have to use existing slots and work around that. I think, yeah, Laser Rebel, Laser Imp, TFTC are the anti-starfighter lasers. Duration 1, integer 1, so yeah, they fire once a second. The easier way to balance this would be to lower their damage threshold and reduce their potentially the rate of fire. But yeah, if I had one nice feature request, it would be the ability to simply add new weapon types, or at least modify the existing weapons on a per mission basis, so we could tailor the missions much more easily. Yes, Dream Engine, or Dam Engine rather, sorry. Can't even read anymore. So hey, who's this guy? This is Grand Admiral Zarin. So someone has basically kindly offered to model new characters. So if you recall, a month or so ago I made a custom cutscene for Battle 3 as a concept. The downside of those cutscenes is that we can't do the in-character stuff. This is a potential for going forward of how we might be able to do in-character cutscenes. None of the team have the ability or the knowledge to do proper 3D animation, so I'm currently thinking at the moment the easiest way to do this would be more stylistic or artistic static images using this sort of thing. But this is fantastic. If we can somehow implement this into a cutscene with a rendered bridge and everything, so this would be great. And this guy is also doing Thrawn for us as well. And we can he's already done several other models for separate projects. But yeah, this is fantastic work. I absolutely love it. It's just, how can we implement it as part of a cutscene? That's the real problem. But if we can solve that problem in the long term, then we solve the issue of how do we do the proper in-character where we're not in exterior space shots. That's what I'm trying to say there. So yeah, potential goodness going on here. Alright, anyway, I am going to probably cut the stream off here. In fact, I am going to cut the stream off here. Thank you for what handful of you have joined me this evening. I'm going to just go chill for a little bit, play some Battlefield 2 probably. But it's been a pleasure, and I'm sorry if we've just wasted an hour of my time and your time trying to fix bugs. But anyway, thank you for watching, and maybe you'll join me for the next stream, which may happen next week. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, have a good night and see you next time.